I owe you another video. So, lots happened since the last video I put together, but anyway, I hurt my finger. We'll talk about that. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about the Toyota project, which tell you all the plan of it. This is kind of a project introduction. I try to do one of those for all the projects I do. So this is gonna be a bigger project, kind of a longer term one, kind of like the other. I got a few of those. Anyway, white one's still here. I finally got the final parts I need for that one. But let's talk about the Toyota. So this is a 1980 Toyota pickup. See, round headlights. Really sweet truck. My brother got it when he was in high school, and then it's driven. There's engine problems, whatever. It has been parked since about 2000. You look at the license plate tags. 4 of 2000. So this truck's been parked for over 24 years, and we're gonna get it back on the road. So a few things we're gonna do with it. Go around this side so you can see better. If you look at it, it has a lot of lift on it, front and back. Pretty sure it has about a 4-inch lift. It might even be a 6-inch lift. Huge lift. Doesn't ride very well, and it's just not great. Let's slide the camera in here. I gotta change that. All right. The other thing, if you look at here, look at the frame. It's bent there. It's been welded there. It's all not straight there. It's had some things done to it. And then the back here, this is great, where they welded a extension on there. But this truck is an 82, so it has the square headlights, but the frame is the same, the cabs are the same. As far as I can tell, everything is the same. This one has a good frame under it. If you look here, up in the front up here, there's no bends, no cracks, no creases, no nothing. This one's a good frame. I believe this one has about a 2-inch lift on it. It's kind of the back is kind of a bit of a homebrew 2-inch lift, but that's what you got. It also has a bed on it. So the reason we bought this truck was for the bed, because we could get springs and stuff for that one. But this one's gonna work out really well because I'm gonna use a frame off it too, as well as the rear springs. Now, using the rear springs off of that one and putting on this one. So this one's got a leaf pack and then a bunch of blocks. So if we take the blocks out, I think that leaf pack will match the front leaf pack on this. We'll see what happens. So that's what we're doing with the Toyota. That's kind of the summary of it. Oh, there's a lot more to it than that. We're putting a 22 RE in it. I'll show you that here in just a second. But first, let's talk about this. I hurt my finger. I'm not gonna show you pictures of it because YouTube would probably ban me. It's that bad. It hurts. Like 10 stitches across the top of it. Not cool. So I was pulling this bolt out right here, and if you can see it up on top, there's this little dealy whopper up here, and I was reaching around. So I reached around behind that, had the rattle wrench on the bottom. That dealy whopper flipped around, caught my finger, cut it really bad. So basically filleted my finger. Anyway, that's all the details I'm gonna give on that. It hurts. I'm basically down to one hand. Can't hardly use this one because of fear of ripping the stitches out. So let's go show you the 22 RE. That right there is a 22 RE. And that right there is all the stripped down wiring harness for the 22 RE. So that was a lot of work. I will do a video on just the wiring. I'm not doing it now because I want to make sure it runs after all the modifications I did to the wiring harness. I want to make sure it all runs and works right, so I don't lead you astray. So that video will be one coming up later. But I've got that's the engine harness. You have to have the engine harness. And then this right here, that whole mess. Anyway, that is the body harness. And you don't absolutely have to have it, but it helps. It does help. That is totally worth getting because it has your fuel pump relay, it has your EFI relay, it has your fuses to run your fuel pump, to run your ignition and EFI. It has your ignition wires in it, all of that stuff. I stripped everything else out of it. I stripped all the lighting wires out of it, the heater wires, the windshield washer, motor, flashers. I stripped a lot of stuff out of the harness, and you know, yeah, pile of wires I cut out of it. Anyway, like I said, I'll do another video on that. Basically stripped it down to the basics to make the engine run. I kept check engine light, I kept, you know, tachometer. So all your alternator wiring is on the body harness. It's not on the engine harness. I thought that was interesting. So it also has like battery leads, everything on it. So if you're doing one, I'll talk about this in another video, get the harness off the body. It's actually not that hard to pull, especially if you do it out of a junkyard where somebody else has already pulled the dash. Most of the dash anyway. It all unplugs, don't cut anything. Don't ask me how I know. It all unplugs and it all comes out. So I got the relay box out of the dash that's on the passenger side fender under the hood. And then I got the fuse box out of the left side, on the driver's side, on the wall right there by the door. So got that. Anyway, lots of wire, lots of work on that. Didn't film any of it because it's me clipping wires and tracing wires, and yeah, like 2 days of that. Anyway, but I didn't loom it or anything because I want to make sure everything runs, everything works as it should before I do that. Let's see. Transmission and transfer case that goes with the 22RE. I believe this is all out of a 94, 93 or 94 pickup or 4Runner, whatever, is the 22RE. How many times did I say 22RE in this video? Count those up. Let me know how many. Let me know in the comments how many times I said that. Yeah. But I've been gathering parts. I've got a fuel level gauge here, junkyard special. I got the Dealy Whopper got the Dealy Whopper for the fuel pump out of the fuel tank. Stuff like that. I mean, a way to save money. This fuel pump piece, I think it's called like sending unit or something like that. That piece right there is like 120, 130 bucks online. It was 10 bucks at the junkyard. Totally worth it pulling it because it's just a piece of metal. It's gonna be fine. Reusing it. Yeah, so that's where we're at. That's what I'm doing. Life is super busy, so I haven't been able to do a ton of videos. Trying to keep up on them, but hey, life takes priority over YouTube, but trying. So thanks for watching.